If you were born in the 2000s, then you'll definitely know about this show ever since you're a kid. But if it isn't familiar to you, then let me explain. The show began as Ben, the kid who founded a mysterious watch dropping from the sky that gathered a lot of power to turn him into several cool aliens. Later in the Ben 10 series, Ben uses the power granted from the watch to fight against the evil power. There are plenty of cool aliens in the show, but we sought out the 10 coolest Ben 10 aliens for you. But before we discuss more about it, make sure you subscribe and watch it until the end so you don't miss out on our latest awesome content. Number 10. Upgrade. This alien body is made up of billions of small cell-like creatures called nanites. Upgrade is a really unique alien even among the Omnitrix. Basically, in light of the fact that he's not a normal advanced alien like the others, ages ago a race of hyper-clever aliens called the Galvans, where it's basically a similar species as Grey Matter or Azimuth. However, in case you didn't know what we're talking about then, they're 5-inch tall aliens known to be the sharpest creatures in the universe, made by a race of computer aliens made out of fluid metal. Truth be told, Upgrade's whole body is made out of fluid metal and he's fundamentally more machine than he's a living creature. What's even cooler is since he's essentially a living machine made out of fluid metal, he can transform his body over hardware and overhaul them into further developed weapons. He can transform the rust bucket into a progress weaponized vehicle right away. That is quite cool, don't you think? If you think this is cool, then you should wait until we talk about Grey Matter in the number 8 spot. Number 9. Forearms. Forearms is the Omnitrix's DNA of a Terraman from the Earth Koros. In the first early 2005 series, Forearms was Ben's most strongest alien indeed until Way Big appeared in the film. He was 12 feet tall with 4 excessively solid arms. A portion of the battles in the first arrangement, including Forearms, was very fierce really. Presently, Ben would later proceed to acquire different aliens with super unique strength, some seemingly more stronger than Forearms like Wrath, Humongavosaur, Way Big, Armadillo, and so forth yet. Forearms was the OG tank of the group and his battles were the absolute best in the arrangement. In Omniverse, 11 years of Forearms look equivalent to his 10-year-old self in Ultimate Alien. Aside from this, his eyes that are recolored green, his skin is a lighter tone, and he has a second arrangement of pectorials for his other arrangement of arms. Number 8. Grey Matter. Coming in from the planet Galvan Prime, he probably won't be the largest or as large or solid as Ben's other aliens. However, he isn't granted super strength, but it doesn't mean that his brain should be underestimated. Grey Matter has a huge insight that makes him equipped for making weapons from junk parts and even fixing the most complicated alien invention. His little size even proves to be useful when finding a way into restricted spaces to fiddle with or fix something. His evolution in 11 years of Omniverse looks precisely equivalent to what he looks in the first series aside from his color in dark, his eyes are green, and his skin tone is somewhat extraordinary. Try not to allow his appearance to trick you with regards to Ben's Galvan structure. Grey Matter is one of the coolest and most helpful aliens. Number 7. Ditto. Ditto first appeared in the episode Divided We Stand, then made a remarkable presentation. His entire skill is that he can part into clones, just like a cell experiencing mitosis. Each clone thinks freely about one another, so it's enjoyable to watch them cooperate with one another. Each Ditto works freely, paying little mind to what the others need them to do, and each clone is indistinct from the others. This allows Ditto to do various jobs in a fast period of time. An illustration of this is when Ditto can broaden his span across a huge distance by basically cloning himself in an orderly fashion, along these lines framing a chain of Dittos. His appearance is the same as the stature of a normal human kid. He has white skin, high contrast head and face, dark shoulders, enormous hands with 4 digits, and feet which are just stubs. If you're interested in this alien, you must like Big Chill too. Stay tuned to know more about him. Number 6. Spider Monkey. Out there exists a genuine and a similar type of monkey in our world called the Spider Monkey. It's really cool to think that they took this genuine monkey and made it a strict creature in the show. Spider Monkey forces are essentially similar to that of Spider-Man. He has super strength, upgraded reflexes, adaptability, can stick on walls, and can shoot webbing out of his tip of his tail. Despite having advantages, he also has disadvantages because he can get tangled by his own webs. His webs could be weakened if the enemy freezes them, and enemies can undoubtedly utilize his webs for their potential benefits, which is to attack him. Number 5. Big Chill. Big Chill is just a moth-like alien whose 4 rings and receiving wire can overlap into a hooded robe because he's a humanoid. He has dark body with cyan patches on his arms, shoulders, legs, and the rear of his wings, and the rear of his neck that can take after ice lumps. Each patch has thick blue plotting aside from the ones on his wings, which are sketched out in dark. There's additionally a dark line that suddenly spikes in demand for the edge of the external edge on the rear of each wings. Big Chill indeed has a unique skill because whenever he releases a breeze or beams into the lower temperature around it, it can freeze his enemy or freeze an object object totally in ice. His breath can be as solid as wind, fit for pushing the Rust Bucket 2 or the Ben 10 truck off a cliff. Number 4. Feedback. Feedback means a ton to Ben, to such an extent that he accepts it as an immense misfortune when the alien was persuasively taken out from his Omnitrix for eternity. It was not difficult to perceive any reason why Ben loves feedback. He's simply one of the most impressive aliens, since his power is to ingest and divert all types of energy, including the Big Bang. Yes, you heard that right. Also look at the plug in his tail. What's a better feature than a plug in a tail? It's mind-blowing to know that he ingested the energy of the universe-destroying bomb before it cleared out the entirety of presence. Although feedback is strong, it's not even near to an Alien X level strength, which we'll discuss if you stay until the end. Number 3. Diamond Head. Diamond Head is one of Ben's OG aliens. Everything about this alien is incredibly cool, from his magnificent plan to his extraordinary and shockingly incredible capacities. Also the way that he's been in many episodes of the franchise, including the 2016 reboot. Diamond Head's thick translucent body makes him basically indestructible and unfathomably solid, giving him a lot of guard and hostile capabilities. Diamond Head is resistant to fire and heat. It's basically pretty strong, just like a standard jewel. In spite of his improved strength, Diamond Head's body can break if he's affected enough with power. I'm not sure about you, but since he's a diamond, I kept on thinking, what does this big guy really eat? If you know the answer, make sure to comment down below. Number 2. Way Big. The explanation being is that Way Big is a couple of 100 feet tall, effectively Ben's biggest aliens, and only except if Alien X chooses to become bigger, in which I would like to imagine that he turned into a size of a planet in one episode. However, that's just a fandom idea. What Big first debuted in the first animated film Ben 10, Secret of the Omnitrix, where Azimuth opened him with a goal for Ben to crush Wilgax, Ben's at the time strongest army. Way Big has extraordinary sturdiness, having the option to be attacked but barely feeling them. He's also resistant to outrageous temperatures. Furthermore, truly seeing Way Big's introduction as a child and seeing Ben transform into a few 100-foot tall alien blew my mind. He resembles Kaiju from Pacific Rim or something. In every case, just be interested in what way Big Ben planet resembles. It must be really huge. Number 1. Alien X. Alien X is undoubtedly Ben's most powerful alien. Alien X is a celestial sapien, a race of aliens with omnipotent forces. They can twist reality and the universe in any way they wanted it. Nearly no limits. The greatest shortcoming is that inside the brains of each celestial sapien, there are different characters continually contending over what their next game plan is. Celestial sapiens can't play out any activity regardless of how little, except if every one of their characters agree to a particular strategy. This implies that celestial sapiens can convincingly fail to help many years in light of the fact that their characters can't concur with one another on what to do. Surprisingly, Ben somehow won an argument with the two different characters inside Alien X and persuaded them to give Ben full authority over Alien X. Believe it or not, Ben approaches an alien with godlike capacities with no downside or repercussions. They ought to basically end all contention in the show, and it's annoyed me since it happened. If he has all the power, then villain should never exist and everything should be under control, don't you think? Which of these aliens is your favorite? If you know any other alien that is cooler than the ones in the list, then write it in the comment section below and share it with the community. You've made it to the end. Make sure you click on one of these videos that is suggested on the screen, and see you in the next one.